Hey guys, this is me Divyansh and welcome back to another new video of tech knowledge. And in this video, we'll too be continuing with learning C++ even further. In today's video, we'll be basically covering variables and comments. Guys, on my screen, you can see the codes which we had done in the previous video. It includes the header file, then the using namespace std, the container in which we printed the function hello world. Now if I show you the output of this code once, I'll be writing part 1, then tab, I'll be deleting the cpp from last because it's not needed, and I'll be typing exe. And if I press enter now, you can see the output as hello world. Now guys, in today's video, to understand comments and variable, I have created a new file named as part2.cpp. In here I'll be writing the basic header file, which is include, then in angular brackets the name of the file, which is iostream, then using namespace std, then semicolon, then creating the container which is int main, round brackets, and after that curly brackets. Inside curly bracket we'll first be writing the code to print, and in printing we'll be basically printing hello world once again. So cout, then two angular brackets, and in double quotes hello world, and we'll be again ending it with a semicolon, and then in the next line we'll be writing return 0 and semicolon. Now this is the same as the first file. Now I have already created the exe file for it, but if you have not created, you just have to write g++ part2, then tab, it will create the file automatically, but I'll not create it again. So I'll just type part2, then tab, removing the cpp from last and adding exe. Now here you can see the output. Now if I go to the output window again and show you the output of the following code. You can see it is hello world. Now here also I'll type it part2 tab, removing cpp from last and exe, enter. It is showing us hello world. Now as I told in the starting of the video that I'll be covering what comments are and how it matters in our codes. So guys, suppose I write a basic note like this is C language, and if I run my code here, in the output section it will show me an error that the computer doesn't know what this means. So basically it doesn't know what this syntax this means because it is not commented, or neither we have asked to print it out. But we want this to show in our code but not in the output, so for that we can comment it. So we will just add a 2/ the starting, and here we go, this line has been commented. Now if I again write part2 tab and exe, you can see it is still printing hello world. If we go out to the output section, run the code again, and when we will see the output, we can see that it will no longer show this error code, it will directly show us the output. So here we have the output as hello world. Now this was just in a single line we have added this comment, but what if we want to add comment and there are multiple lines? Like if I write this in the first line, then is in the second, C in the third, and language in the fourth. It's showing something. Yeah, and still if I run my code I go to the output section, run my code, it is showing that there is an unknown syntax, this should not be here. Now what we can do is either we can comment these all out by again and again using /, but see over here we have just 4 lines, but what if we are writing a code that has maybe 30 lines? So in that, the few shortcuts, the first which is in the VS Code is that we can select all of them, press Ctrl and a /, it will comment these out. Or the other thing which we can do is that you should look very carefully, put a / and a star. Now the problem over here is that it has commented starting from here till the code in the container, and we want only till the language. So for that we'll put a star again and a /. So now this whole set of lines are only commented out, nothing else. So this is how you can comment in C++. Now the second thing which we are going to learn is variables. So for that I'll be making a variable which is integer, and I'll write sum, and it should be equal to maybe 5 or 28. I'll put a semicolon at the end. Now over here, before the semicolon of the cout, I'll again type 2 angular brackets, and inside them I will put sum. And over here, if I go to the output window, run my code, just look what the output would come. So see here, hello world, and here are variable which is 28, which we have added after the cout, and the hello world has also come. Now if we go to the terminal and write part2 tab and exe, you can see it's showing hello world and 28. So this integer was a variable. Now if we go to another line and then type character, and in the character we write variable is equal to abc, and I close it at the end. Okay, variable, so let's type 5. I will again put 2 angular brackets and then var, and if I go to the output section and run my code, just see the changes in the code. Here you can see I have got the output as hello world exclamation mark and 28, and here you can see hello world 28 and enq. This is because we are getting the enq because we cannot use 2 variables in one cout, so we'll check it out later. Okay, so anyways, now if I again do part2 tab and exe, you can see the output hello world and 28, and at the end we are getting this small thing which is like a triple tree kind of thing. So that is it. Again I'll write part2 tab, exe, enter. Yeah, so this is the output that we are getting hello world 28 and this kind of tree. This is because we are getting the tree because we added a character also at the last. And guys, in C++, if I put my basics file, guys, there are more than this. Like it is not only 2 variable which is integer and character. The list of variable is we have like first variable, and inside the variable, guys, this is not the code, so just don't mark it. Yeah, so inside variable, the variable which we have are integer variable, then character variable, string variable, and at last the float variable. Yeah, the string so these four are the variables in C++, and to denote them with their short forms, we have for integer we have %d. Then for characters we have %c. So basically guys, the thing is only for integer we have %d, and for rest like the character, string and float, we just have to write %. For string it will be s, and for float it will be %s. So basically the first letter of all of them are the short forms of them. So guys, hope this thing, the comments and variables would have been clear to you. I hope you would like the video. Do subscribe to my channel before going. And till then, bye bye and stay tuned with my channel.